Hey, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I feel like we've had this matchup before. Maybe not. We've had some ADC versus Vulcan. Now, Vulcan, I always have a... I don't know. I don't respect him enough, I guess, what I'd say. I don't know why either. Because it was in Season 2, Vulcan was such an asshole, such a bully, that he would leave his turret at... There were 6 buffs, so he would leave his turret at them, just go round and round, lackadaisically throwing fucking turrets at things, and auto-taking buffs, and shoving waves in, and he would actually be so good. He was insanely strong. Nowadays, Vulcan has fallen quite a bit. Even though this season, I don't know, this season how he stacks up versus last season, I don't know if much has changed for him, but he's in a pretty decent place. He's around the same spot that Poseidon's in. He can make some plays, you know, he can make some outplays, but in general, against ADCs, like once the ADC gets their build online, you know, things just change a bit. Oh, I had a feeling that was going to happen. I thought I'd catch just the... Alright, there we go. So he went Sands of Time. This guy's not going to be playing around, though. We're in Grandmasters now, boys and girls. Grandmasters. I need to win this game, because this will give me 20 straight wins on Apollo with 0 losses. We're currently ranked number 1 with Apollo, Medusa, Freya, and Poseidon. I'm not sure where we're ranked with Kali, actually. I played a little bit of Kali. Maybe not enough, though. Maybe not 5 games. You have to play 5 games, by the way, in order to get ranked with a god. Yeah, we hold the number 1 spots for all those scumbag gods. The only one I'm really proud of is the Apollo, though. This would make us 20-0. And this would solidify our place in Grandmasters. Right now, if you're at the bottom of Grandmasters, like if you check and I'm not in Grandmasters at the time when this video is posted, I assure you the reason is because right now it's very contentious. There's a lot of people vying for those bottom spots right now in it. As an ADC, it's so easy to go in and take the small creeps there because they just heal it off of the death's toll. They either end up damn. They either end up no worse for wear or they actually heal off of it. But Vulcan still got a lot of early pressure. If this was old Apollo, he'd have trouble here. Oh, I really missed. God damn, man, I suck. I had that for free. My bad, my bad. Good news is we can probably just go take this buff. Damn, yeah, real sloppy for me. I hate missing those, especially on Apollo, you know. Thanks, Wakini. Alright, so we pick this up. Gonna get into the Silver Branch bow. Head over to the lane. He's probably at his blue right now. I could ult over to the blue, but he'd probably have it dead by then, so I'd rather just force the wave in, you know? Somebody was asking me in an earlier video why I never return to lane through here when there's a creep wave incoming. It's because you are so dead if you do that against a good player. If you're, you know, even if you're at even with them or you're behind, they're just gonna kill you there. Even if, you know, even if a slight lead sometimes, because it's a full wave that's gonna aggro you, and you're just in such an awkward position. So you should, for the most part, be safe and go through the other way if there's a creep wave incoming. Now the poly, you always want to level your 2 after the 1. That's more self-explanatory now that the ult doesn't have a cooldown reduction the more you level it, but just, you know, to refresh anybody that's, you know, newer to Apollo, the Serenade, his 2, the Mesmerize, is just, it's crazy. It gives you so much. But in terms of disengage, whoops, I didn't mean to use it there, but just show it off a bit, you know. It gives you so much in terms of disengage and in lockdown potential. So you can use it, then place yourself behind the enemy, like way behind them, and just go to town. So that when they wake up, they're in quite a tough spot. And of course, like I said, for disengaging, for escaping, you know, there's nothing better. It's one of the best abilities for that. It's amazing because you don't even have to face them, you know, like think about like a Ymir freeze, how awkward it is for him to have to turn and face the enemy for that. Holy crap, he took so much damage for that. How did that hit so hard? Wow, you don't know how badly I want to go back in on this. He's gonna be back by the time I get in the air. God damn it. You know what? We might be able to just burn this. Maybe. He's gonna come over and just ult it. But we can make him miss a full wave for this. That's the good thing. Hey, he's not even coming. Okay, good shit. Very nice. Look at that. See, that was my plan all along. I was just trolling you guys. Alright, go for the Devo now. Ah, I should have waited for the extra gold so I can upgrade this Thunder.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Nah, Zving, I'm switching over to the other account after this game. Sorry. Another time though, definitely. And we got the red buff. So I didn't want to Sunder there yet because I would waste a lot of time. Okay. Ah, he's going to be sped up because of that. Again. Oh, son of a bitch. We got him though. Whew, a little bit sloppy. This game in general, I've been a little bit sloppy, but at least I've been maneuvering well, you know? I haven't been hitting everything as much as I should be. But at least I've been maneuvering well, and I've been prioritizing the buffs well and everything. A lot of times, if you realize you're a little bit off your game, the best thing to do is to just, you know, play the game to the best of its ability. You know, if you can't play your game, just play the map. So that's definitely something I've learned over many games of being extremely off. Because I don't know, I'm like extremely hot and cold in Smite in general lately. I don't know what it is. You know, either I feel like I can be really on point, or I can just be flailing at the air and messing up consistently. I don't know if it's that I get tilted or what. I don't think it is really getting tilted. I think it's just a lot of times I say this a lot, and I'm sure people get annoyed with me for saying it, but a lot of times it is that for some reason I need a large amount of time to warm up. I don't know why that is, but I do. I think that's generally what it is. Hopefully that's what it is. But I think I play around that well, you know. This gives me a stack, right? Yeah, nice. So turrets give you stacks. So we're going to be stacking off all these turrets. Give me another one. Where are you at? Let me see that. What? Give me a turret. Put it down. Yes. Yes. You fool. You're only making me stronger. So I like his build in general. Just Book of Thoth or Book of Thoth, however you want to say it, is not as strong as the Warlock Sash. But the way he sees this, I'm gonna like just keep, you know, running over him. I'm just gonna, yeah, keep running over him, you know, just steamrolling until he's irrelevant here, and he doesn't want to lose that relevance. He doesn't want to lose. Should I go for the? I'll go for a couple shots in this, and then go for the. Nah, I can't go for the FG if I've gone for this. I'm a fool. Forgot how slow he, or you know how quick his respawn timer is. The red's up. Oh no, it's not. He's wearing it. I think he's just saw him wearing it. Oh no. Alright, I'm going crazy out here. I'm going crazy. Okay, ready guys? Here's quote of the day. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? I know that's a very obscure one. It's pretty tough, but if you can name this quote, you will earn so much respect from me. That's all I can give you, but it's probably one of the most valuable things in this world. I'll tell you that right now. I'm gonna go blank because I'm feeling pretty, you know how I'm feeling. Huh? Feeling some type of way. That way is very aggressive. Yes, it is. It's a quote. It's vague. I'm not gonna spoil it and tell you what it is. It is. It's a quote. Hey, Oyen Fix. That is a tough one. Thank you so much for the sub. I love you. Sorry when a lot of times when I'm thrown by the name, I will forget to show how appreciative I am because I'm trying to make sure that I get it right. Thank you so much. I love you. Welcome to the Shadow Realm. Now tell me how to pronounce that. Scrubtimus, thanks for the 2 months. Wow, the turret was able to take it. Look, he's satisfied. He's jumping. Haha, yeah, I got that. Listen, buddy, it's the last buff you're gonna get. Nobody knows it in my chat. YouTube, show up the chat. Know the quote. Get Stone of Gaia so I can be knocked up immune. That sounds great. Now I want to go Fatalis so I can go zoom. Fatalis is very fun for me because it's just such a, it's a mobility item, and I love being mobile. I love being able to go fast. It's what, that's why in Brawl I use Meta Knight, not because he was scumbag top tier, but because of his mobility, his options, just his ability to be so aggressive. So fun, man. That's why I like Apollo, obviously. He's one of the most mobile gods in the game as well. So there's something I wanted to talk to you guys about that I was realizing. Oh yeah, so the other day I was realizing why I really like using lower tier gods in Smite in general, and I think it's because my experience in what's two things. It's one, my experience in Smash, I used a top tier god that was broken as hell and I hated it. It was Meta Knight. He was banned at times and then not, and then he was banned again. So basically he should have been banned because he was really OP. And then eventually he was, but it was hard to get that to stick because it was so late into the character's existence, and the game's competitive lifespan. This is when I was playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl competitively, by the way. I was like, at a time, I was like top 10 nationally for it, and I would travel a lot and stuff, and yada yada. That's all in the past. It's all gone now. But yeah, so I realized that I hated like how that ended up being. I wish that that it wasn't that way, and that the game wasn't so tailored towards those top gods. And then and then here's Smite. Oh! Then here's Smite Duel, to be exact. Oh, I said shut up, my man. And then here's Smite Duel, a game mode that isn't competitive by nature. And I realized if I'm playing Meta Knight, but I was playing Meta Knight for fun. But if it came down to it, if I was only picking him for money and winning, right? Because I was winning and I was winning money off of it. Then I would have stuck to him over other characters if it meant a lot to me, I guess is what it was. But it didn't, so I started switching around to other characters and just not. I was enjoying it, but not enjoying it as much because the game had already lost a lot of fortune. But I'm going on a tangent. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that experience led me to thinking more about games in terms of tiers and how limited it makes a game when the tiers are so harshly defined. And I think that that's a big problem with Duel. Obviously, that all of us know this, right? Can we get him? Damn it. I think that's the biggest problem in Duel, and I think that's why I don't even enjoy playing them, even when I'm winning. Uh-oh. I didn't even need to blink because he missed, but... Fatalis, pick it up. And... get this. So yeah, for the next few games on this account, I will definitely be teetering back and forth between Masters and Grandmasters. Or not for the next few games, but for the next few hours, days. However, it depends how often I play on this account. Because I'll be honest, not to sound like a dick, but I have 62 and 4 win-loss ratio on this account. So basically, when I play, I'm more than often, almost always gonna go up in TP instead of down. So it's all just a matter of like how much time I commit to it. Tier 2 Sunder, bop bop ba da da. My God. Alright, so we finished this up. This poor man really never got a chance. Like I said, I liked the build. I think that the Thoth was interesting because if you're not going to be able to get your Warlocks online, and if the ADC is just going to keep snowballing through that, then you're not going to, you're never going to see the light of day come end game anyway, so the Warlocks won't matter as much. So it's better to get that damage online from the Book of Thoth. But he wasn't able to... he was never able to establish presence in that game. I think it's just because he never backed up enough and gave himself enough room against me. He really needed to just, play a safer game overall. Who is he calling kid? Ah. But yeah, he just needed to play a safer game and a overall smarter game, given that he's in such a tough matchup there, to stop me from just completely snowballing over him. So, GG.